Ever wish there was a way to start losing weight that didn't cost any time and money? We're talking about intermittent fasting. Welcome back to PostGrad Fit. It's Sebastian here. Yes, I know I have a ferret on my upper lip. It's Movember, and it's a great cause. If you want to learn more about it, I'll leave a link in the description. All right, back to fasting. For starters, fasting is extremely accessible. All you have to do to start and maintain a fast is not eat or drink any calories. Starting a fast is always going to be absolutely free, and exiting a fast is guaranteed to cost time and money. Also, fasting requires zero active effort. It's one of the only things I can think of that appeals to both extremely lazy and highly motivated people, because it's something you can accomplish without actually doing anything. Intermittent fasting is also really flexible in practice. There's a bunch of ways you could go about fasting, but I'll give you 3 that I think work especially well. For starters, there's the no breakfast social fast, which is my preferred way of fasting. This is doing a fasting cycle of 16 hours off, 8 hours of eating, 5 days a week. This method's really conducive to my 9-to-5ers because you're doing a fast on Sunday through Thursday, but you're not doing anything on Friday and Saturday. Another common fast I see is the 1-day fast, where you eat normally for 6 days, and then you pick 1 day and fast for 24 hours. This works well for people who dabble in extremes, and much less well for people who like gradual change. And then finally, there's 1 meal a day, which is exactly what the name implies. You eat all your food for the day at one time. This is for people who, when they eat, they like to eat a lot, because it's extremely hard to exceed 2,000 to 3,000 calories if you're only eating 1 meal. Don't worry, you can still drink black coffee and tea when you fast, since they're insignificant sources of calories. But frappuccinos? You're gonna have to kick those to the curb. Fasting also helps promote better eating habits. Unless you're a full-time athlete, you do not need to be eating all the time. I get it. It's really easy to mindlessly snack when you're at work, or you're bored, or you're watching TV, or just because you feel like it. Fasting may help eliminate some of these unnecessary eating periods, while also making you more mindful of what you eat, since you only have 8 hours to eat each day. And once you're at the point where you're managing your diet, that's when good and healthy choices start to be made. Fasting may also help with weight loss. For starters, there's the simple math of when you're fasting, you're not eating, and if you're not eating, you're not taking in calories, and if you're not taking in calories, you can't gain weight. By fasting, you're reducing the opportunity to eat excess calories, which is what causes weight gain. However, as far as I've seen, the act of fasting doesn't get you to burn any additional calories. Just at a practical level, it makes it less likely that you overeat. I've saved the best benefit for last, and that's time. Fasting adds a lot of time back into your day, and I'll give you 2 examples. 1, the actual act of eating and preparing and cleaning and disposing of food, that takes time. This is a small benefit because, as you're aware, you can eat while doing a variety of other things. The big benefit is brain space, because it's not until you're not eating all the time that you realize how much time you spend each day thinking about eating. Once fasting becomes a habit, most of your day will be spent not thinking about food, and you'll be shocked at all the time you have to think about other things, whether it's work, exercise, any pursuits. It's just a huge boost to productivity. There you have it. These are, in my opinion, the reasons why fasting is such a great way to start your health journey. Once you get used to it, I promise, it'll be extremely hard to go back. Happy Movember, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, so I did a little extra research. These are the people who need to be a little more cautious when it comes to fasting.
First and foremost, if you are a brittle diabetic or you have difficult to control diabetes, if you are a child, an adolescent, or age greater than 70, might not be the best strategy. If you are pregnant, if you have chronic heart issues, kidney or renal issues, not the best strategy. If you have a history of a disordered relationship with food, whether it is anorexia, bulimia, or binge eating, might not be the best strategy because it can invoke those tendencies. And last but not least, if you have a low body mass index, you're frail, or you've recently been in the hospitalized like I was for 13 days, I'm not currently intermittent fasting.